Obviously, there's a big NFL game tonight, but that's not the focus out of the gate. We are not the only ones to worry and wonder if people like Evan, people of his ilk, meaning those of you that love our show and listen to our show, who have lived and died with New York Met baseball for their last 50-plus years, who for the majority of this year thought that this year was going to be different. This year was going to be special. This team was different. Buck Showalter, oh my God, what a difference Buck is making. And wait till the Mets get to September because it's a pancake schedule. I don't know what happened, but I know it ain't pretty. My question is, do I wake up to a angry partner? Do I introduce myself to a depressed partner? Do I have a partner that needs some type of mental health help today? Is my partner okay? Is he contemplating crazy things? Is he positive? I don't know where he's at. So here's what we're going to do collectively before I even introduce Evan to you. We're all going to take a deep breath, and we're going to cross our fingers that Evan Roberts, who's the face and voice of the Met fan nation, has concocted some type of way to view the New York Mets in a positive light. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today?
You want me to be positive?
I'm just asking.
I've tried all season to be positive. I was positive after they lost 2 out of 3 to the Nationals. I've remained positive, but how, Craig, after you watch this garbage over the last 3 days, where you get shut down by bad pitching, because I don't want to hear about David Peterson. The Met bullpen kept him in the game. You're allowed to score 7 runs against the lousy Cubs. How am I supposed to be positive after I'm watching what I've watched offensively over the last 3 days?
I actually have an answer for you.
Go ahead.
And that's my gift to you.
Go.
And for people like you, if you're a diehard Met fan out there and you're beside yourself, I totally respect that and get that. And by the way, for people that think that's panicking, it's not. It's being real. The New York Mets have lost 5 straight home games against 2 teams that are inferior to them in every possible way, and it's unacceptable. That's just being a realist. But you asked a good question, and I have an answer for you. And you're not going to like the answer, but I think if you allow me to say it to you, and you have to trust me as your partner, that I'm not saying this to you, what I'm about to say, to troll you. I really am not.
Oh, sure.
No, I want to be clear about that.
You would never troll.
I will let you know when I'm trolling the fan base.
Yes.
You asked a fair question. I have an honest, fair, non-trollable answer.
Go ahead.
All right? The Yankees. That's your answer.
What does that mean?
The New York Yankees went through this exact same thing literally a couple weeks ago.
Here's the difference.
All right?
No,
And
there's a difference, Craig. The difference is...
I don't know that there is.
No,
I think they're the same thing.
No, I think there's a difference. The New York Mets right now are missing one key bat. One guy.
Okay.
His name is Starling Marte, and there's no doubt they miss him. The Yankees were missing bats. The Yankees, and they still are, by the way.
Yes.
Like, they're still not whole. They were missing bats. Like, sometimes when you're struggling, I did this a lot with my basketball team, you're waiting for someone to come back. Like, there's somebody who's going to come back and is going to save you.
Okay.
I don't think that's a fair way to look at Starling Marte. Like, I don't think that you can view Marte's return, whenever it is, as, well, that's the magic elixir. You need the guys that are here to perform.
Which is why I think it sucks when you're living it, and Yankee fans lived it for a much longer period of time than you better hope that you're going to have to live it.
But you see the difference? You missed Stanton for a month.
Yeah, but
Anthony Rizzo had
was
headaches.
playing like crap before that. I mean, Stan wasn't batting .350, hitting bombs before he went on the DL or IL.
I understand that, but you were missing guys. That gives you the hope of, well, when they come back, we'll be fine.
Here's what happened to you. It was famous. The whole season we talked about how, up to a point, obviously, the New York Mets did not lose a single divisional series for a long time, right?
Right.
The New York Mets did not lose 3 consecutive games for a long time, et cetera.
The Mets were the model of consistency.
Right.
The Yankees and the Mets both got to really good records, and they did it in a really different way.
And here's where we're at. That almost never happens to any team for the 162 games. It happened for a lot of games. To the Mets' credit, they were the most consistent team in all of baseball, even while the Dodgers were building this ridiculous lead in the National League, right? And 50 games over 500. It was the Mets that were the image of consistency. And yeah, I really wasn't paying much attention to the Dodgers. If you tell me they were too, I accept that's fine. But now it's just, to me, and I want to be the voice of reason here because I feel for you guys. You guys are in a bad spot. You got lucky last night that Atlanta lost again.
Sure did.
And unfortunately, they lost, and you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and that's widen the gap so you had some breathing room for when you play them coming up real soon that you could have lost the game and it not really hurt you. That's no longer on the table. But I think you have to lean on your big brother here. I think all Met fans should find a Yankee fan in their life and put your head on their shoulder and maybe hold their hand as you walk across the street. Matter of fact, get me Chris Christie on the phone right now, Tommy. I'm here for you, baby. You need to learn from what Big Brother taught you.
We are not putting our heads.
You're going to get through this, and it's going to be okay.
I will carefully speak for the governor.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll back me up on this.
Give me the governor.
We have no interest in putting our heads on your lap.
Oh, no.
Okay?
You do.
We don't
Here's
have any
why.
interest because let me just remind you of a little fact. And I know it's irrelevant, and I'm only bringing it up because you're poking me.
Yeah.
The Mets have a better record than the Yankees.
That's all well and good. It means nothing. They're in different leagues, as you know that. And when it was reversed, you told me the same thing. Now, here's what you don't know.
What?
One of those days that you were on your vacation with your family in North Carolina, Governor Christie co-hosted the show.
Yes.
And Governor Christie sat there in a very condescending manner and told all Yankee fans, right here, baby, put that head on my shoulder. We're here for you.
But my question to you about that is why do I and other Met fans who haven't done that to you?
Yeah.
I haven't done that to you when the Yankees have struggled. Have I? Have I really? I've analyzed what I think about them. I haven't done that.
I want you
may
to know.
think I've done that, but I haven't. Why do I have to pay for what some other people did?
Because he, when you're out, is the voice of Met fans.
So I have to live with what he did?
So I just want to be here for you guys. Christy didn't answer the phone. Shocking. Yeah,
because he knows what you're going to do to him. That's why.
All he is available to me whenever I want, 24/7, 365. And when the Yankees were going through July and August, and there was no end in sight of the Yankee offense disappearing, the pitching not being very good, the lead evaporating day after day after day, he called me every single day. And now I just want to return the favor. I want you Met fans to know I got big shoulders.
I am not putting my head anywhere near your freaking shoulder.
Your head
no, thank you.
My shoulder.
Because here's the thing. You only want us to put our head on your shoulder so you can stab us in the back.
Not Evan.
Most Yankee fans don't.
No,
that's BS. Most Yankee fans don't want the Mets to succeed, as most Met fans don't want the Yankees to succeed.
I'm not that guy.
So don't put your arm around me.
I'm not that guy. I want all of us to get along and be happy. There's too much hate in the world.
You want me to be happy?
Yeah.
Here's what'll make me happy.
Well,
Francisco
nice.
Lindor goes 4 for 5 tonight. Brandon Nimmo makes believe he's on the road because for whatever reason, he hasn't hit at Citi Field. Brandon Nimmo gets on base 5 times tonight.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso, I love you, Pete, hits a home run when it matters.
Yeah.
In the 4th inning with the bases loaded.
Well, he's going to have 40 home runs this year.
Okay. He's been fine most of the season. I'm talking about recently.
He's going to bat 265, 130 RBIs, and 40 home runs.
I understand that.
He's had a great year.
Pete's had a great year.
Yeah.
Right now, they're missing the big hit. Right now, they're not hitting. And I'm sorry, Francisco Lindor hitting a home run in the 9th inning and Pete Alonso hitting a home run late ain't doing it. You need this earlier. You need it when you're down 6-0 and your bullpen does a stupendous job.
Yes, they did.
And they did.
Yes, they did.
And they kept them in the game. And I was so naive that in the 1st inning, I thought to myself, you know what? This is the kind of game they're going to come back and win. I did. And you can laugh about it.
April Mets?
You could laugh about it. If the Met offense was competent, if the Met offense was playing the way it played a month and a half ago, they would have come back and won.
Yeah.
They're facing Drew Smyly and Mark Leiter and Rowan Wick. I mean, a bunch of guys that you have to hit. That's the disgusting part about what happened over these last 3 days.
But we know what it's like.
You got
we lived through
shut
this.
down. It's different. Everything isn't the same with the Mets and the Yankees.
It's very similar.
They got shut down by awful, awful pitching. And what
Yeah.
scares me, the reason I'm concerned,
I feel
you ask
for
me
you.
my mood, I'm concerned, is I don't know if Darren Ruff's going to wake up. I don't know if Daniel Vogelback's going to wake up. While I do have more confidence in Pete, who's hit a few home runs
Yes, he
while
has.
they've been meaningless,
Yep.
and Francisco Lindor, there are guys in this lineup I look at and I say, are they going to get hot?
Meanwhile-
Are they going to turn it around? And I'm worried.
Yeah.
Are they going to make the playoffs? Yes. The worst case scenario.
Of course, it's like a 15-game lead for the wild card.
The
They're
worst
fine.
case scenario for the Mets is they're hosting a wild card series. But I don't want that. Neither does any other Met fan. Win this division. And Buck said something yesterday that's true, as frustrating as it may be.
What's that?
He said the same thing Aaron Boone said. I'll give you a Yankee comparison.
Go ahead.
Same line.
Yeah.
It's all in front of us.
Yes.
We need to play better.
Control your own destiny.
And sometimes
Well,
that's
the Yankees have.
Sometimes that's boring because it's like, oh, there needs to be a magic elixir. There's no magic elixir. There's no lineup change. There's no one to call up from AAA. Don't give me Dom Smith. Don't give me Francisco Alvarez.
What are you listening to,
Bottom
the
line
morning
is
show?
this. No, I did not.
Oh,
I did hear Boomer say he bought you mackerel. I did hear that, though.
He bought me mackerel?
I heard Boomer say that, yes.
I sent him a bag of mackerel.
No, he bought you mackerel while
Oh.
you were in the,
In the clink?
in the clink. Yes.
Well, he did send me money twice, which was very kind of him.
Oh.
I bought some mackerel with it, but I also sent him a bag of mackerel.
That's very nice of you.
I don't even want to know how that came up in conversation today. As you may know, I no longer listen because I'm very busy in the morning.
What are you doing in the morning?
Well, we'll get to that later on.
Oh.
We'll get to it later on because
Play-
they claim not to know where I'm working. Like,
Play
come on, man.
better. That's it.
What
I
are we
mean,
doing?
it's sometimes it's so simple, it's so boring. 1 through 9 in this lineup. Play better.
Yeah.
You're about to face JT Brubaker.
Brubaker, he's very good.
Beat the crap out of
He's a
him.
very good Double-A pitcher, and I know the Mets are going to have a tough time hitting him tonight. Well, listen, Big Mac's a Yankee fan, the mustache man over there. Are you offering your shoulder, as the governor so nicely did to you and I a few months back, for guys like Evan, or no?
Oh, Evan knows every day he walks in this building that he has my shoulder.
Isn't that, there you go.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every
Evan, I want
day.
you to know that.
Every day, Big Mac says the same thing. He says, A, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Which I hate.
What are you worried about?
Then he says, but Evan, if I told you in March you'd have 89
Oh, I
wins,
don't, I
you'd
don't
be
use
happy."
that one.
Yeah, that's the best one. You know, George Steinbrenner was still alive. He wouldn't tolerate this. Boone would have been fired months ago. I will tell you this, Evan. Your worst nightmare is not just, obviously, not winning the division and having to play a best-of-3 wild card situation, even if all 3 games are at Citi Field. Is you gotta go take that, I think at least, one step further. Your worst nightmare is that, but you're playing the Phillies in that wild
Sure,
card round.
Zach
because-
Wheeler, it's dangerous. Those animal fans, yes.
Yeah. I mean, now, listen,
No
you
doubt.
should have a pitching edge no matter who you play, but Phillies would be red hot coming in if they
And
get
you know what
there.
also scares me? Bryce
Yeah.
Harper's healthy, but what also
right.
scares me is 14 and 5. You know what that
Look
means?
at you scared of Philadelphia.
Do you know what that means?
14 and 5?
Yeah.
Phillies record.
No, the Mets beat the Phillies
Oh.
this season 14 out of 19 games.
So
They beat the
is
daylights
that-
out of them.
Yeah, but you don't want any
That
part
scares
of
me. Of course it scares me
Yeah.
because that means nothing.
You don't want any of that smoke.
The Cubs destroyed the Mets in 2015 in the regular season. How'd that turn out? The Mets destroyed
swept
the
them.
Dodgers in
Right.
1988. And what happened in the LCS? That scared me. But more than anything, playing a best-of-3 at Citi Field where, yes, they'd sell out, though the last few nights makes you think there's no Met fans in this town. Embarrassing attendance, I'm sorry.
Did you go to the game?
Which one?
The one you just bemoaning the fact that nobody was at.
I talked about all 3.
Oh,
and I
I'm
went
sorry.
to 2
I'm
of the
sorry.
3 games, yes.
You
I did not go last night because
Right.
my wife looked at me and said, really? Can you take a night off?
Didn't you
and I
explain to her
did.
you're in a pennant race?
I'll go there tonight. I'll be there tonight. Tonight's a
There you
big
go.
night. 7:20 start. Roberto Clemente night.
Yes,
I got
it
this
is
weird.
Roberto Clemente night. That's
I got
right.
this weird premonition they're going to retire the number.
I don't think so.
That's just a prediction I have.
My gut is that they're not. But we'll see how it goes. It could go either way. It is Roberto Clemente
It's Roberto
night.
Clemente night. It's Mets
Yes.
Pirates. They retired
By the way,
Jackie's
can I
number
ask
at
you-
Shea
can I ask
Stadium.
you a
I
quick
just got a
question,
feeling.
If I may. Now, I'm trying to figure this out.
What?
And I have the utmost respect for the Clemente Foundation. Thomas Broswell, who runs it, is a great guy and a friend. And I've spoken to the Clemente family, and they're just great people. And it's a great, a way of honoring the legacy of the great Roberto Clemente, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
That's all I'm asking. Like, shouldn't the Roberto Clemente celebration be in the city the man played in?
Yes.
As opposed to here. And listen, I know New York's the king of everything, so you have more eyes on it maybe. Maybe MLB's got something special up their sleeve. but the man didn't play here. Like, Jackie Robinson
Played here.
played in Brooklyn.
No, it made sense.
Right.
Jackie Robinson played in New York. Jackie Robinson didn't play in L.A.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to college there, but you know what I mean?
UCLA, right.
Right,
But
he
I
didn't
don't know.
play there.
Anyway, I don't want to take away from it because it's a great moment for the Clemente family, but I was like, they're doing it here? I didn't understand
No,
that
it
at
does
all.
make a lot of sense.
And by the way,
because
it's on Channel 5 tonight. It's on Fox, meaning you have a very interesting scenario set up for tonight. You've got the struggling Mets in a game every Met fan has to watch because, you could be in second place tomorrow, right? That's on the table. Is Atlanta playing tonight or no?
No.
All right, so
You'd be a game behind in the loss column if you lose tonight.
so you could be in second place if you lose. Okay, thank you for that. But you have NFL football tonight, albeit not on TV.
You also have a great game tonight. It's not just an
Yes.
NFL game. It's a sexy NFL game.
Yeah, they went to overtime last year and scored like 60 combined points,
You
80
got
combined
two
points,
of
whatever
the
it was.
best young quarterbacks on the planet tonight. Of course it's a sexy game. I can't wait.
You just have to be able to find it, which for a lot of you, and me included, is going to be a difficult task because it's not on TV. It's on Amazon. And
Yeah.
I'm still struggling with
Well,
that.
I'm nervous about the fact that what I did on Monday is I went to the Met game. I actually DVR'd the football game. I came home. I watched it.
Yeah.
I have Amazon Prime. I'm all set up.
Yeah.
But do I have the ability to start the game from the beginning?
No, you do not.
Have they allowed me the tech? I can't?
You can. My understanding is you cannot.
So I can't walk into my house at 11 o'clock and say, good, I'm ready to watch football.
Yeah.
I'm going to start it from the beginning. I can't start the game from the beginning?
I think you can do it after the game is over.
Really?
I'll double check it. My understanding has been
What are we
with the
doing?
Amazon games.
Why?
You cannot, essentially DVR it.
You can with the Yankees?
But you can't, not in the middle of the game, you
yes,
can't.
you can.
No, you cannot.
I've done it.
No.
I watch baseball games on delay because I want to watch every pitch and
The
rework.
Amazon deal
Yes.
has been that you can't rewind it.
No, you can. You're
or
wrong.
has that been the Apple
You're
deal?
wrong. Apple TV I've had issues with.
All right, so maybe it's the Apple deal.
With
Okay, fair
Amazon
enough.
Prime,
Yeah.
Big Mac, I'm sure will back me up on this because I'm sure he does it. There's a little button that says watch from beginning or watch live.
Yeah.
I hit watch from beginning. And then I watch it from the beginning.
Then, what about you, Big Mac? Have you been able to rewind on the Yankee games? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I swear to God, I've done.
No,
I did it.
I
I did it a
haven't.
few weeks ago.
I don't see that button.
I'm telling you,
I'm
there's
telling
a lot
you.
of people say, well, listen, we'll get to the bottom of it, but you do have a great NFL game tonight. You have Mets in Pittsburgh tonight. Yankee fans get the night off, and it's going to be fun. So I guess my question for you, since you're a diehard Met fan, is, just put it out there. Are you upset? Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you all the above? Have you lost confidence right now in a Met offense that cannot score runs? I think they scored 6 total runs in the 3-game series against
And
the
how
Cubs.
many of them were garbage runs in the ninth inning?
Yeah, and by the way, how many of you were bothered by the former Met, my main man, who put out a simple tweet last night? Sweep Marcus Stroman.
Well, he's on the Cubs, dude.
I'm just saying. Didn't that bother you at all?
No.
No?
He's on the Cubs. They swept.
Yeah, but, he was doing that for you. That was for you.
No.
That was for you.
Did not bother me at all.
Not even a little bit?
He's on the Cubs.
But, Marcus Stroman, just, reiterating, sweep.
I mean, Marcus didn't pitch in this series. He didn't contribute to the sweep. They got shut down by guys far worse than him.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Sweep. I don't know. Meanwhile, Marcus Stroman still owes me a sweatshirt. And I don't have it here. And that's why I'm wearing my Stu Feiner sweatshirt.
That's the fat man jumping through the air?
Yeah, and you know what bothers me about the sweatshirt?
What?
And a lot of people today go, that you?
I can see it.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
That's a big belly, bro.
Like, Stu's a handsome man, and he's lost a lot of weight in the last couple months. But how could anybody mistake me for Stu in this picture on the sweatshirt?
I can kind of see it.
And Evan, it's not just one or two people. I have relatives of mine saying, how do we get the Carton sweatshirt? And I'm like, hey, it's not me.
I can see it, though.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
Don't
when
start
you
that
look
crap.
because the glare makes it look like he's bald. So number one, bald man. And then number two, the stomach's big. And looking at you, you could say, yeah, I could see that coming
If you
out.
told me this were the mustache man, I'd say, okay, I buy it. This doesn't look like me. And I like my aunt and uncle. how do we get the Cardinals sweatshirt? I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
love that they think that you would actually wear a shirt with a picture of yourself
which I
jumping
never would.
shirtless through the air.
Yeah, never would. All right, we got lots to do. You know the phone number, 877-337-6666. I know Mustache Man's happy because the Yankees are getting all the pieces back together just in time for the postseason. Even your guy Harrison Bader went yard last night. Foot's all good. Bat's coming back. The glove never left. And while the New York Mets are trying to figure out how to score runs, the New York Yankees just keep getting healthier. And how about last night, which was the pivotal point of the game, obviously, Aaron Hicks got on base? What?
That's the thing you're circling?
And then Gleyber Torres, of course, winds up circling all the bases on multiple errors by the Red Sox.
I thought
the
biggest play to me of this game, you may think I'm nuts, is it's 4-2 or 4-3. Yeah, 4-2.
You don't think it's the 3 runs they scored on the errors?
Sure. It's obviously very significant.
Yeah.
But
it was awesome.
J.D. Martinez grounds into a fielder's choice. It's 4-3. There's runners on first and third. Big spot upcoming.
Yeah.
And then we look real quick at the replay and notice that J.D. Martinez never touched first base.
Never touched
Like
it.
literally ran over the base.
Yeah.
And so very quickly, Aaron Boone says, hey, we should probably challenge this.
Yes.
The throw didn't beat him. I think we all saw that. He was safe, but he never touched the base.
Yeah.
And they challenge it. And the look on J.D. Martinez's face was the look of a kid who took a cookie and he's not sure if mommy realized it.
Uh-huh.
Once they go to replay, JD's got that grin of, oh, crap, now they're going to see,
got me.
Gonna
They
see
got,
that.
like, he knew he didn't touch the bag, obviously.
Of course he
Right.
knew.
Yeah.
That was such a
Yeah.
F up.
You know, I didn't hear the post-game press conference, but who told Booney to challenge it? Because
they have a guy with that job.
Yeah.
Like the Mets and the Yankees have a guy. I forget the specific
and
guy's
he just
name to
sits
give
there
a
and
plug.
watches every play and says, yo, you better challenge
That's why
that.
anytime there's a close play, Aaron looks back, just like
Anyway,
Buck
he's
looks
like-
back, and either points his finger waving it
Yeah.
as in let's go, or the earphone to challenge it.
Yeah.
So any close play. Now, you could tell he was safe, at least from beating the throw.
Yeah.
But it's certainly enough to take a look at. And when you look at it, you say, wait a second. That some bitch never touched first base.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? But I'd love to know who gets credit for that. Like, there's got to be a guy. Guy has a name.
Yeah, they have a replay coordinator.
Like, let's give that guy
right,
credit.
I'm
because
gonna find the name.
I'll be honest. When you were watching, I watched it. I thought he's safe and okay. It's 4-3. Let's go. It didn't even dawn on me that he missed first base. You watched it, Big Mac.
Yeah.
Was there a moment prior to them obviously challenging it,
No.
and then we see the replay and we know you thought it was a routine? He's safe. Let's go, right?
Sure.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not someone who's paid to look at every
No, I'm
single
not
play.
suggesting on. What I'm saying is that when you're watching the game,
Yeah.
I would say confusing is not the right word, but I was like,
Well, Craig,
I was
we
like,
all-
Why
what are
challenge,
they even
yeah.
looking
No,
at?
That
Because the ball
No,
beat
That's
him
not how it
easily.
works.
Yeah,
So what
they-
happened was they're showing the replay, very matter-of-fact replay.
Yeah.
And as they're showing the replay, we all see, along with John Flaherty,
Yeah.
he
Yes,
missed the base. So
but-
I think John's the one who goes, whoa!
Yeah, we didn't know they were challenging until
I
after
was-
we had seen
Exactly.
the replay.
I get it, but what I'm trying to figure out prior to the replay is
This is called he didn't see
like,
the game and now he's trying
no,
to
it's
finagle his way out.
I'm saying the same thing.
Okay.
Before the replay, there's no reason for anything. Obviously, as soon as you get the replay and everyone's reacting to it, I saw like you guys saw it, but I didn't think much of it because
Because he beat
ball
the
beats
throw.
him.
Yeah, no, it was clear that it beat him.
I
but
mean, he beat the ball, right?
Once they showed the replay, I thought it was actually funny how all of us sitting at home, along with the announcers, had the same epiphany at the same time. Epiphany.
You're big on the epiphany.
Epiphany.
No,
So he had an
knee.
epiphany.
Epiphany.
I said epiphany.
Thank you.
Okay, epiphany. Right at this.
No,
I just
no.
said it's epiphany.
Knee.
Epiphany. And why? I
What's
know.
that thing in front of your leg? It's your knee.
Oh,
In
my
front
knee.
of your
It's
leg?
not your me.
I was going to say something else,
It's,
but
it's
you
not your
would've-
penis. It's your knee. Could try though.
No, I
lover.
know. Epiphany. Anyhow, we all had the epiphany at the
No,
exact same.
I can't have it. I can't
I
tolerate
said
it.
epiphany.
You said it, then you didn't say
No,
it.
I said epiphany.
Knee. Bang.
Anyhow, so we all had the same epiphany at the exact same. Okay, I'm just killing you.
It's an Abbott and Costello bit right now.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
Third base.